Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, it would seem that the inflationary fears has put a little bit of a dampener on the top side of the range. Due to the current slide, we're now looking back towards the bottom side of the range, which is seen at 77.80. A close under there would give further confirmation to the bearish bias for the Australian dollar and open a way back towards 77.20. From the technical aspect though, keep an eye on this RSI because as it's just about breaking the midway point, could encourage the bearish sentiment. However, you can see here the 60-day moving average could come back into play, as I mentioned, 77.20.25 as the downside target if we see a close under New York, that is of 77.80. All eyes on the CPI tonight, or the consumer price index, with the market still a little bit rattled with the current rise in yields, therefore strengthen the US dollar somewhat. If the market remains for the euro, contained that is by 121.80.90, then we could see it move back towards the bottom side of the range, where I still favour around 119.60 and reassess from there. However, a break above the top side at 121.80.90 would negate the bearish bias and leave me neutral. The market is still vulnerable for a test to the downside at 108.45. If we see a break there, then that would give further confidence for the bearish case down towards the 107 region. Keep an eye on this MACD though, it's flat, but the RSI is attempting to break, so any rallies towards 109.20.25 should fail. Looking at the sterling, well, I'm not overly bearish as of yet, even though we are getting a little bit of a pullback. Now, the ADX is still the key point, and it's trending to a bull case. Therefore, could see further risk to the upside, and probably a break above that 141.80 level could ignite a further bullish move. Keep an eye on the downside around that 140 level. That is where the trigger is to confirm the bear case, which is still a long way away. Therefore, could see this current slight flag that's coming in for sterling yen could well push up towards 154 unless we see the pound reverse, as the sterling leg is still the stronger case here. We saw a brief stab to the downside. We've got a slight hanging man here when it comes to gold and capped around that 1,843 to 46. We do need to see a close under 12.14 level to confirm the downside. Keep an eye on these technicals because they are breaking down somewhat. I would say at this point that we're not confident on the bull case as of yet, and we can still see a test towards this level around 62.5 before any upside tests. But the market is pretty determined at the moment as it holds above the midway point, so let's see if the bulls can take another challenge to the upside. But if failing, we should see a sharp decline. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.